Good evening and welcome to Rich Rebels basketball here in the season 2022-2023. We are at the 1A state preview here at Richfield in the Sevier Valley Center. I am Aaron Poling. Thank you for joining us on Rebels basketball. We are starting the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. The game in front of us has about 59 seconds left. I'm not sure we're allowed to stream it, so I'm going to kill the camera for a split second, but as soon as warm-ups start for our game, I will turn the camera back on. Tip-off's about 20 minutes away as you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel girls basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels girls basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're in the middle of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show as I just given up on trying to mute the camera. There's 35 seconds left to go in the game between White Horse and whoever their opponent is, trying to figure out who that is. But there's only 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. After that, we will have, I think, a 10-minute warm-up for the Rich and Panguitch girls, and then we'll be right into the ball game. It's time for today's scene set. Or we'll get to the scene set right after this. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels girls basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're in the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. It is time for the My Local Radio scene set. And to set today's scene, it's a brand new season. It's going to be a lot of unknowns. A lot of seniors were lost last year, but a lot of seniors were lost on the volleyball team. And if I do remember correctly, that ended pretty well for the Rebels. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out and start this season, as they're going to get a tough matchup with Panguitch right off the bat. And if you're a team, as we now see that the Rich Rebels are on the floor warming up, but you want tough competition right off the bat to see how good your team is and see what you need, see what areas need to improve on. And I believe they will get that tonight as they will take on the Panguitch Bobcats. Both teams are playing in their first matchup tonight. As this has been the mylocalradio.com scene set, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll have more of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show right after this.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Member of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We are in the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show with the Town of Woodruff standout student coming up right after this break.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Here with Levi Stonehouse. He is a junior at Rich High School. He's this week's Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week. Levi, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
So there's quite a bit of success going on around here. It kind of feels like it could be contagious. Do you guys feel that way too on the football team?
Oh, yeah. We're definitely ready for that. Ready for our own win.
Yeah, so you guys have a big weekend coming up. Week 1 rematch with Monticello in the playoffs. So how are you feeling about the rematch?
Well, I'm pretty excited. I mean, the first week we were struggling. I mean, we didn't have the greatest game, but I think this week we can just show up and show them what we really got.
So you're a junior here. You got about a year and a half left of school. What does it mean to you to go to a small high school like this?
It's a big difference. I came from Ridgeline, which is a 4A school, brand new. But here it kind of shows me different communities, small communities, what you have, what it feels like to have people behind you supporting your back and know them personally. It's very nice to have that here.
That seems to be a common thread amongst the juniors that I've interviewed so far, that a lot of them have moved in from other places. What do you think brings people to this area?
For me, it was my parents. They wanted to restart. My dad needed some new work, and construction was good here. But I think it's just a good spot for people to move and try new and get some good stuff to be around.
So I heard a story about you from Coach Larson that you missed a family vacation to Mexico to be there for your teammates. Did that really have an impact on your teammates, and what went through your mind when you were going through that?
It was during the homecoming week. My whole family went to Mexico for my brother's wedding, and I decided to stay here for the week. I ended up going right after the football game, but for about 2 days. Everybody was sort of thankful, and it showed that I respected this team and loved them equally and as much as my family, and showed them that that's what they are to me.
Yeah, you guys seem to be really close as a unit. What do you attribute that to?
It's really just, I feel like this summer, the off season, we all sort of bonded together through lifting, different sports, and then the coach, he just made that a focus of being brothers and a good family.
All right, so after football, you have a little bit of time off for track. What are you looking forward to the most in the track season?
I'm ready to lift and then get out there and run mostly the 4x1. Last year we were less than a second off of the school record, and so this year I think we can definitely get it, and that's what I'm ready to work for.
So what are some of your athletic goals for the rest of your high school career?
So far I want to catch up to Max Perry on his 100 and his 40 times, and I want to be able to get my bench press and squat maxes up. So
academically, what are some of your goals for the rest of your high school career?
I want to end every trimester this year with nothing lower than an A-. My plan is to keep it above that. I've struggled with that, but I think it's very achievable.
What do you do in your free time?
Tends to focus mostly on football and hanging out with my mom. Me and her do a lot together. We just hang out at the house and eat and work on homework and, cook together and just spend time together. So.
All right, Levi, one last question for you. What should the world know about Levi Stonehouse?
I think people should know that I'm not just about myself, and I want to make sure that people don't think that. I want to know that I'm for the team and for my family and for the brothers that I have on the team.
We want to thank Levi Stonehouse for being a part of today's pregame show and being the Town of Woodruff standout student. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll have more of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show right after this.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth. We're in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It's time for the Pam Corney at Town & Country Coaches Show on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show, where we only have Coach Lundgren's interview, so we're going to go to that right now.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
I'm with head coach of the Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team. That's head coach Cody Lundgren. Coach Lundgren, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, and we're about to start the season. You guys have a week of practice. How has the season gone so far?
It's going good. The first week we're just shaking off some rust and starting to play again. It was good to be back in the gym.
So there's a new rule implemented in Utah high school basketball where a shot clock has been implemented. What impacts do you think that's going to have on your team, and do you think it's going to help the game, hurt the game? What are some of your thoughts on the shot clock being implemented?
For sure, it's going to change some strategy in the game. We like to run and play fast anyways, so I don't know. It's going to affect us a little bit, and things that we like to do, but for the most part, we're below 35 seconds anyways.
So to turn the page from the fall season, you have a lot of girls on your roster that have had success this year already in volleyball. Do you think that kind of carries over to basketball, and do you think it'll help out at all, know that these girls know that, hey, we can do anything we put our minds to?
Oh, for sure. Going through the grind down there at the state tournament, that, makes them very mentally tough and, gives them the belief that they can do hard things. So I think it helps us quite a bit.
So you guys are going to start your season this weekend down in Richfield at the 1A state preview. What are some of the things you're looking for in your first 2 games, as you're going to play some stiff competition in the first 2 matchups?
Yeah, we go down there to play the best teams in 1A, and that's what we plan to do every time we go down. And Panguitch and Paiute are very good teams and very good programs. So I just hope that our girls can start to flow and start to play together a little bit, and find each other on the floor and learn how to go through some hard times down there.
Day in, day out, what are some of the things your team's going to have to do to be successful this season?
You got to take care of the basketball, obviously. You have to take good shot. We have to rebound well. And, with our size and our mental toughness with these kids here, I believe we can do all those things.
We're going to go right to the starting lineups as we're about to get going here in the 2022 basketball season. Starting lineups for the Panguitch Bobcats is number 4, Mallory Henry, number 23, that's Adeline Engelstead, number 24, Alexis Allen, number 25, Tabitha Henry, number 40, Lexi Palmer. For the Rebels, starting at 1 forward, number 2, Darlene Peterson, number 10, Ellie Argyle, number 15, Tylee Tingy, number 25, Violet Taylor, and number 40, Haiti Pugmire. Interesting that these 2 teams would meet up here in the first game of the basketball season, as, of course, the last time we saw these 2 teams on the floor together was the 1A state championship, as we are underway as the Rebels win it to Ellie Argyle. She backs it out to Violet Taylor. Violet Taylor to the right wing finds Tingy. Tingy's going to reverse, spin back, tries to find someone in the corner, no avail, pulls up, finds Darlene Peterson at the elbow, back to Tingy, top of the key, gets a screen from Argyle, pick and roll. Ellie pops to the top of the key, she gets the ball. Rebels with good ball movement, 18 to go on the shot clock. Violet Taylor has it, crosses back over, attacks the left wing, finds Tingy in the right corner, and that is off her hands, out of bounds. Turnover to start the game for the Rebels. Good ball movement, 7:35 to go here in the first quarter. It is 0-0 still as the Bobcats will take over. As the Rebels press, the Bobcats are able to break it. They go to the far corner for number 4. That's Mallory Henry. She goes inside. Stolen by Ellie Argyle. Here comes Violet Taylor up the court. She pushes, finds Peterson on the near side. She's going to shoot a 3 off the rim. Rebounded by Tingy. Tingy brings it down, is going to dribble it, go back to the top of the key, finds Argyle. Argyle skip pass to Peterson. Peterson drives left into the lane. Layup on the way, and Darlene Peterson opens the scoring for the Rebels here in the 2022 season. Give Peterson 2 points as the Rebels press again. Peterson pressures up top. They're going to trap. Nearly stolen by Darlene. As the Bobcats are able to get it over, it's Palmer. She's going to drive right into the help defense. Floats one up. No good. Nice box out there for Darlene Peterson that allows Argyle to pick up the rebound. Argyle gives it to Violet Taylor, and we are off and running. Rebels have the ball across the timeline. As that steal from Ellie Argyle was brought to you by... Try to find it. Steal was brought to you by Rich County Government. They go inside. Argyle shot off the mark. Rebounded by Palmer. She's going to push it ahead. She finds Engelstead. Engelstead with the left hand. Up the court. Bobcats looking to push. Good defense there from Argyle. Pushes it back. Tingy gets the steal. Once again, brought to you by the Rich County Government. She's out ahead of everyone. 2-on-1. Tingy puts her head down. Pass across. Violet Taylor got a little too deep. Finds Argyle top the key. Back to Peterson. Peterson's going to slow it down. 6:05 to go in the ball game, or in the first quarter. Rebels lead 2-0. Back to Peterson. Her 3 on the way. Off the boards. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor finds Tingy underneath. She goes up. No good. Excuse me. That's not Tingy. That is number 40. That is Pugmire. As good work there from Violet Taylor. She pulls down a rebound, puts up the points, or puts up a layup. 4-0 Rebels here in the early going. Give Taylor her first 2 points of the season. Stolen, and we're going to go back the other way as Darlene Peterson finishes it off. Steal by the Rich County Government. We got a quick timeout with the Rebels leading 6-0. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 5:40 to go. Rebels lead 6-0.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is awesome to say that as the Rebels have a quick 6-0 lead to start the ballgame, led by Darlene Peterson's 4 points and a steal, as Violet Taylor also picked up a basket too. An interesting note on Darlene Peterson, she averaged 6 points a game last year. She has 4 already. Checking into the ball game for the Rebels, number 41, Hannah Scott makes her first appearance of the year. As the Rebels are going to pressure with a 1-2-2, Peterson up top. Bobcats are able to break it across half court. As Violet Taylor comes back, nearly gets the steal. She's going to get a jump ball. What an effort there from Violet Taylor to force a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Bobcats will take over as Engelstead will inbound. She finds Tabitha Henry. She's going to dribble across the top. 25 on 25 as Violet Taylor forces her left. Off to Palmer on the left wing. They go back to Engelstead, top of the key. She drives right, crosses over, pull up from the 15-foot line. I think they're going to call a foul on Peterson on the reach-in. Excuse me, instead they call it on Tingy. That's Tingy's first foul as Peterson actually got the ball without the body foul. That would have been a clean block for Peterson. First foul of the game for the Rebels. As it's Engelstead stepping to the free throw line. She hits the first free throw, 6-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Engelstead gets the ball back. One dribble into the routine. Shot on the way off the back rim, and we are going to get a lane violation against the Bobcats. They ran a little bit too early. As Rebels will take over, this inbounds play is brought to you by... Trying to figure it out. I got a small book trying to find out the sponsors as Violet Taylor pushes up the court. Give and goes. That's tipped away by the Bobcats as they push it up the floor on the far wing. It's Engelstad. Engelstad left-hand dribble down the wing to Palmer. Top of the key. Three-pointer on the way, off the rim. Rebound hauled in. Blocked by Darlene Peterson. Here come the Rebels on the fast break as Taylor pushes up to Tingy. Tingy's able to corral it. Finishes it. The layup. Give Tingy 2 points and Violet Taylor an assist. Good look from Violet Taylor. Gives the Rebels a 8-1 lead. As it appears the camera froze.
Whether
And I do believe that we are back. Sorry about the technical difficulties as we end the quarter 12-5. As we update the Station on Main scoreboard after the first quarter. With all the commotion, we didn't get a chance to mention that the first quarter is brought to you by the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, the most caring hospital on earth. As we're going to move ahead to, or excuse me, that wasn't the first quarter. As the first quarter is brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. Excuse me. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane. As we're going to move ahead to the second quarter. As it is 12-5, as I have the score backwards, Rich over Panguitch. Once again, the last time these two squads met was on the same exact floor. Excuse me, these two schools met on the same exact floor. Rebels winning the state tournament in volleyball. As we are officially back underway here in the second quarter. Engelstad goes to the right wing to Mallory Henry. She goes inside, tipped in the air by Casey Wilson, stolen by Ellie Argyle. She's going to slow it down. 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. 7:45 to go on the main clock. 12-5 Rebels with the lead as Taylor crosses over Kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson back inside to Taylor. Taylor tries to go inside to Pugmire. A little too close there as that ball's going to be turned over. Bobcats get the ball. As the Rebels are going to press, Darlene Peterson checks back into the game. As this press has been very effective for the Rebels in dead ball situations. As the Bobcats, they inbound to number 10. That's Harlan. Harlan's going to cross over, tipped away, nearly stolen again by the Rebels defense. As Henry gets it, she's going to pull from the long range off the backboard and out. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Layup attempt missed by Mallory Henry. Here come the Rebels the other way. Violet Taylor pushes it up the floor to Tingy. Tingy takes one dribble, picks up her dribble, finds Taylor at the back of the key. She's going to get a screen from Ellie Argyle. Leaves Taylor open. Her 15-foot jump shot on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in by the Bobcats. They're going to push it up the floor with Palmer as they go near side. Trying to go inside. That's tipped away. Good interior defense from the Rebels. Bobcats retain possession. That's another tip pass by the Rebels. This is going to lead to a turnover as the Bobcats are unable to get their hands to it. Active hands by the Rebels have led to great defensive plays as there is 6:53 to go here in the second quarter. Our second quarter of action is brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. They go to the 15-foot line for Argyle. Argyle tries to find Peterson inside. Peterson, like a bull in a china shop, comes away with the ball, fakes the shot, skips it to Taylor on the left wing. She's going to drive right to the 15-foot line, dribble handoff to Peterson. Peterson pulls up at the free throw line, hesitates, shoots, makes the shot. Good shot there from Darlene Peterson, and she hesitated. That is her 6th point of the ball game. That matches her average from all of last year. As she nearly comes up with a steal. Here comes the Bobcats the other way. They go inside. Mallory Henry, 10-foot floater on the way. No good. Shot is blocked by Peterson, but I do believe the Rebels are going to be called for a foul as they lead 14-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard with 6:16 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. The foul is on Tingy. That is her 2nd of the ball game. 15 foul on the Rebels. The line for Panguitch, Tabitha Henry, first free throw, no good. If you're keeping track at home, I know we did miss a good chunk of the first quarter. The fouls are 5-0 Rebels over the Bobcats. And that may seem lopsided, but I think that speaks to just the aggressiveness that the Rebels are playing with as they picked up a couple of fouls. But here comes Violet Taylor across the timeline. 28 seconds to go in the shot clock. Finds Casey Wilson on the right wing. She's going to dribble left off the pick all the way to the hoop, and we're going to get our first foul of the game as Casey Wilson was pushed from behind. That is the first foul called against the Bobcats, as it'll be on Adelaide Inglestead, her first, team first. Hannah Scott checks back into the ball game as Peterson gets it, tries to dump it inside to Scott. Good hands from Scott to be able to tip it back out to Peterson. Peterson's going to dribble back to Violet Taylor. Rebels look to reset the offense. As Hannah Scott is working inside, they're trying to get the ball to her. They go to Casey Wilson in the corner. Scott gets it, and she's going to draw the foul. What an effort inside from Hannah Scott as she had her defender pinned on her back for the better part of 10 seconds. 5:46 to go. Rebels 14-5 lead in the T7 Propane second quarter. Inbounds play is brought to you by the Crawford Trough as Violet Taylor will pull. Finds Scott on the right wing baseline. Goes to Argyle on the right wing. Scott goes back inside. Goes to work, turns, spins, finds Peterson. Peterson goes back inside to Scott as they are really trying to work the ball inside to Hannah Scott. Back to her a third time, this time off her hands, out of bounds. If we're being a little critical of Hannah Scott there, we'd love to see her turn around and go to the hoop with that shot as she had her defender on her back. Rebels are going to press. Bobcats break it. They're in the half court as they move the ball around. Rebels drop back into man-to-man as they're trying to find their correct defender, or correct target, marks, excuse me. They go inside. Peterson guarding, I believe, Engelstead. They work it around to the right wing. Go to Mallory Henry inside. That's going to find Hannah Scott on the bounce pass. Good defense there from Scott. Didn't allow herself to get walled off by her defender. Here comes Violet Taylor. Pushes up the court. Finds Peterson. Ellie Argyle. Good effort in deep. Gets fouled from behind. Argyle's going to go line for 2 free throws as Ellie Argyle did a good job walling her defender off, as that's going to allow her to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. As that foul is on Franzen, her first, team third. Argyle into the routine. Free throw on the way off the front iron. Tried to lean sideways to get it to go in. Had to lean forward. As she will get the opportunity to give her team a double-digit lead here with 5:02 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Argyle gets the ball. Her free throw on the way, off the back rim. Made an adjustment, unfortunately no good. Here come the Bobcats the other way. It's Palmer. Good hustle there from Casey Wilson to stop a layup. Palmer shoots, and that's going to be no good, as the hustle there from Casey Wilson allows the Rebels to get back on defense and stop a basket. Now they get the jump ball. That jump ball is brought to you by Mountain Valley Cattle Company, and the Rebels will take over as Argyle will inbound to Taylor. As it appears the camera is frozen again. Here comes Taylor across the half line. She passes to Peterson. Peterson with a move at the top of the line. Goes in. Left-hand layup on the way, and it is good. Darlene Peterson has 8 points to lead the Rebels as the Rebels press again. Broken by the Bobcats. Pass nearly thrown away. They find Engelstead. They move it to the near side. Shot on the way. Really good defense there from Hannah Scott as she was able to deflect the shot. Here come the Rebels back the other way. Wilson out in front of everyone. Finds Scott under the hoop. Scott shot attempt on the way. Blocked by Palmer. Good effort there from Lexi Palmer as the Rebels still lead 16-5 on the Station on main scoreboard. They try to push it. Darlene Peterson's going to deflect that pass out of bounds. Good hustle there from Peterson as the Rebels will now play defense with 4:11 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. As the Rebels D up, they're going to go to the far corner. Pass across Palmer is going to drive right to the corner. They work it around. 15-foot jumper from the left elbow for Engelstead. Rolls in and out. Rebounded underneath by number 25, Tabitha Henry. She's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. As we get the camera back, as we're experiencing technical difficulties, folks, I apologize for that. But the Rebels lead 16-5 on the Station on main scoreboard, 3:54 to go in the second quarter. As Tabitha Henry steps to the free throw line, she averaged 8.2 points a game last year. First free throw on the way, no good. As the Bobcats are one foul away from being in the bonus. Henry on the second free throw on the way is good. As we're going to get a substitution as Haiti Pugmire is going to check in for Ellie Argyle. As Violet Taylor is going to carry it up the court for the Rebels. No press as the Bobcats fall back into their half-court man-to-man. Scott sets a pick for Taylor. Pugmire at the top of the key. Finds Peterson. Peterson, three-pointer on the way. He is good. Darlene Peterson with 11 points here in the first half. Stepping up as her team needs her. She is D'ing up on the top of the press, too. Gets a steal. Jump ball on the way. Good effort there from Darlene Peterson. Leads to a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball as the Bobcats will retain possession. 19-5 on the Station on main scoreboard here with 3:30 to go in the second quarter. Engelstead to inbound. Does. Finds Henry. Back to Engelstead at the top of the key. Rebels fall back into a little bit of a loose man-to-man. They're asking for the Bobcats to shoot as Engelstead does. That ball is going to be an air ball out of bounds. Rebels defense gets another stop as I believe the defense has been super impressive so far for the Rebels tonight. 6 points with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter as Violet Taylor will carry it up the court. Gets a screen from Scott. She's driving right into the defense, and she's going to be called for a charge. Violet Taylor a little out of control there, but you get 5 fouls, and if you use one of them for a charge, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Good drive there from Taylor. Just got to be a little more in control as she did have her shooter open in the baseline. It's a nice play design there from head coach Cody Lundgren. As the Rebels, they're going to press. 1-2-2 for the Rebels as the Bobcats are able to break it. A skip pass is caught in the lane. They go to Tabitha Henry across the lane. No good. Her shot misses, but she's going to fight Pugmire for a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Rebels will get the ball back. As it looks like the Bobcats are going to come with a little faux pressure as they back off. As they fake the pressure, Violet Taylor will carry it up the court. 19-6, Rebels lead on the Station on main scoreboard. Peterson, 2:47 to go in the second quarter. As Peterson pulls from 3, why not? Darlene Peterson has 14 points here in the first half as she hits another three-pointer. Bobcats break the pressure as it's number 14. That's Franzen. Franzen inside. They try to go across the court from Allen to Engelstead. off the foot of the Rebels, out of bounds. Good defense there. Rebels lead 22-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Peterson now has 14 to lead all scorers as Argyle checks back into the game. Inbounds play is going to be off the foot and out of bounds as they tried to go underneath the hoop. Rebels were there defensively as it'll be turned over. 2:26 to go in the second quarter. Rebels lead 22-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Violet Taylor will carry it up the court. One thing I want to point out is there is now a shot clock in high school basketball. Hasn't really affected the Rebels as they've been able to get the shots off before they get down under 10 seconds. As Wilson tries to force a pass inside, turned over. Here come the Bobcats in transition. Peterson hustles down the court. Good defense there from Darlene Peterson. Ellie Argyle rips away the rebound. Here come the Rebels back the other way. Taylor pushes it to Wilson. Wilson on the wing, back to Taylor. Taylor's going to drive right, reverse, gives it to Peterson. Peterson thought about the shot, pulls up. Instead, she's going to shoot off the dribble from the top of the key, off the back rim, bounces on top of the backboard, falls in, and they're going to count it. Darlene Peterson has 17 points here in the first half as she's hit a couple of threes already. That one, maybe a triple doink off the top of the backboard. Here come the Bobcats the other way. They go inside. It's Henry to Engelstead at the top of the key. Palmer moves it to the far side. They're going back inside to Henry. Back to Engelstead. Tough catch as she's able to haul it in. Palmer on the right wing. She's going to drive to the middle. Floater from the free throw line off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by the Rebels. They have been very impressive on the boards tonight. They've been impressive overall as Taylor dribbles it up the court. Finds Peterson. Peterson's hit 3 3-pointers in a row. Going to shoot for the fourth one. Why not? Just a bit short that time, but when you hit 3 in a row and have 17 points in the first half, a little bit of a heat check's not an issue. 25-6, Rebels with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. Bobcats break the press. 2-on-1 down low as they go inside to number 4. That's Mallory Henry. She's going to spin and bury it off the glass. Good passing offense there from the Bobcats. 25-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here come the Rebels. Peterson has it. Taylor up top. 40 seconds to go in the half. 24 seconds on the shot clock as they drive. Go to Casey Wilson on the far corner. They're going to call an offensive foul against Violet Taylor. That's her second of the ball game. 18 foul for the Rebels. Checking back into the game for the Rebels, number 40, that's Haiti Pugmire. She's going to replace Violet Taylor, who will sit on the bench with 2 team fouls. Bobcats, shot clock is off. They have 30 seconds to go as they try to break the press as Argyle's there, hounding Henry all the way up the floor. Bobcats moving around. They shoot the ball with plenty of time left on the clock. Rebels have a chance to hold for the final shot. They got 15 seconds. Ellie Argyle will walk it up the court. Surveys the floor. 12 to go in the half. She's going to get a pick from Wilson. Crosses over, goes left, finds Peterson. Peterson for 3 on the way, off the back rim and out. As Casey Wilson gets the rebound, 3 seconds to go. Finds Argyle. Argyle's 3 on the way, off the outside of the rim and out as the Rebels, with an impressive first half, they lead heading into halftime, 25-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard here at the end of the Stacey's Repair second quarter. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacey's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacey's Repair in Woodruff.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're working out the kinks of the broadcast. Players are getting back into basketball shape. I'm getting back into broadcasting basketball shape, as it is time for the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. As for all your sand, cement, gravel, steel needs, visit Ellingford Brothers on County Road in Evanston today. Once again, the score at halftime on the station on main scoreboard is the Rebels 25, the Bobcats 8. We'll be right back after this.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. I'm broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We will have your town of Randolph first half highlights right after this.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. And for the Rebels, it's been all Darlene Peterson. She has 17 points here in the first half, and she has been all over defensively with 3 steals. Ellie Argyle getting it done defensively as well. 4 steals, 0 points. Other scorers for the Rebels is Violet Taylor. She has 4. And Hannah Scott has 2 points as well. And Tylee Tingey has a bucket as well. That equals 25 for the Rebels. For the Bobcats, they have 8 total points. Mallory Henry has 4 of those points, and Adeline Engelstead has 3 of them. Tabitha Henry has the last point, and she's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Free throw percentage for the Bobcats, 4 for 7 for the Rebels. They only shot 2 free throws. They went 0 for 2. Rebels picked up 15 rebounds. Bobcats with 14. As the Rebels picked up 17 fouls. The Bobcats had 3. But where it's really been the difference has been team steals, as once again I mentioned that Peterson has 3. Ellie Argyle has 4 steals. Tingey with 1 steal. And then Hannah Scott has a steal as well for a grand total of 11 11 steals already in this half. The Bobcats have 18 turnovers that have been forced by the Rebels defense. They are pressuring hard in that 1-2-2, and it has worked to perfection as they have forced 18 turnovers. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this. So to keep it right here on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show, and it is time for our halftime adjustments. And if you are head coach Cody Lungert in that locker room, I can't imagine there's too many adjustments you want to make. You want to keep coming out and playing hard defense as the Rebels have done. Maybe you want to clean up the defensive boards a little bit as the Bobcats, they have hauled in a total of 4 offensive rebounds. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but if you're the Rebels, you want to limit those to as much as possible. But to me, more of those offensive rebounds for the Bobcats have come off of misses that have just landed in the hands of the Bobcats. It hasn't been boxing out. I think the Rebels have done a good job boxing out. Defensively, they've been phenomenal. They've allowed 8 points. And if you do a quick math, I'm not a math wizard, but 8 plus 8 equals 16. So if the Rebels can hold them to 8 points without they don't have to score another bucket in this game, and they will walk away with a victory if they can hold them to another 8-point half. But that's not easy, as I'm sure in the Panguitch locker room they are talking about adjustments, as I think they're going to want to try to get players to the middle of the floor against that zone, the 1-2-2 zone that the Rebels are running in the in the full court. It's been an awful lot of times where I believe the Bobcats have dribbled right into where the Rebels want them to go. And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball, on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels and everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 25, the Bobcats 8 as we head into the third quarter. Once again, that quarter was dominated by the Rebels defense. Of course, Darlene Peterson scoring 17 points also helps the cause, as she's been really aggressive on top of the key in that 1-2-2 zone. So it looked like a coach from Panguitch was having a discussion with the official. As the Rebels starting 5 to start the second half is Violet Taylor, Darlene Peterson, Tylee Tingy, Ellie Argyle, and Haiti Pugmire. Bobcats will get the ball first as Engelstad. They move it around. They go inside to Henry. Henry pulls it back out, finds Palmer. Palmer to Engelstad. Engelstad nearly picked up that pivot foot, does a good job keeping it down. They go inside. Mallory Henry blocked by Darlene Peterson, and Violet Taylor is going to draw a foul as number 25, Tabitha Henry, went right through her back. Alexis Allen went through her back. That was the first team foul of the half for the Bobcats, first on Allen. Here comes Violet Taylor up the court. Crosses over, gets a pick from Pugmire. Hits the elbow, finds Peterson. Peterson's skip pass is going to be knocked away by Engelstead. Engelsted's out in front of everyone until Tingy was able to get back, but she's going to foul Engelstead on the layup as Engelsted's going to go to the line for the and one. That is her 5th point of the ball game. And good effort there from Tingy as she picks up her 3rd personal. If you're Tingy, though, if you're going to foul in that situation, you have to make sure that you cannot make it. I'm not advocating for a hard foul. I'm advocating for not allowing a basket. As Engelstead misses the free throw, good rebound by Pugmire as she takes one dribble, finds Violet Taylor. She's going to push it up the left wing. Finds Wallentyne. Wallentyne inside to Argyle. Argyle lays it in with the left hand. Good find from Wallentyne as the Rebels push it up. Ellie Argyle picks up her first basket of the season. Here come the Rebels on the press. They're going to trap in the corner as they pick up there. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Bobcats. Great defense there from Peterson and Violet Taylor. With that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels basketball, 98.3 FM, and online at mylocalradio.com.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As it'll be Bobcats basketball after the Rebels trapped the guard in the corner. 27-10 on the Station on Main scoreboard with 7:07 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bobcats inbound. It's Engelstead. Left-hand dribble guarded by Taylor. Picks it up, finds Palmer on the right wing. Palmer, one dribble, back to Engelstead. Engelsted's going to drive left into the lane. Kicks it out, finds number 24. That's Allen. Allen's 15-footer on the way is good. As it is now 27-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard as the Rebels push it up the court. Taylor gets a pick from Argyle. Finds Wallentyne on the left wing. Wallentyne's going to dribble back with the right hand. Steps back, goes inside to Argyle. Argyle, nice dump pass to Taylor. And Taylor's going to get called for a traveling violation as she just moved that pivot foot before she went up. That was a nice find there from Ellie Argyle as she drew the double team inside and went to Taylor as the Rebels are going to press. As Wallentyne gets the steal, she's out in front of everyone, slows down, tries to pass it to Peterson. Good defense from the Bobcats. Argyle's able to collect the ball, slow it down. They go back to Taylor. 28 to go on the shot clock. Rebels are going to set up the offense. Violet Taylor drives left into the lane, kicks it out to Wallentyne. Wallentyne on the left wing, backs it out. Gets a screen from Pugmire into the lane. Right-hand layup on the way. Janie Wallentyne finishes with the right hand. Good drive there. 29-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Wallentyne gets her first basket of the game. As the Bobcats turn it over again, Darlene Peterson with another steal. Violet Taylor attacks, tries to find Wallentyne. Good hands there from Tabitha Henry to tip that out of bounds. Rebels retain possession with 31 on the shot clock. 5:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rebels with a 29-12 lead, as they will be buried deep into the corner with Wallentyne to inbound. Wallentyne surveys the floor. This is brought to you by the Crawford Trough as they find Peterson at the top of the key. She pulls up, fakes the shot, tries to pass, tipped away as Peterson does a good job to wall off the defender for a little bit as the Bobcats come back the other way. They drop it off to Palmer. Palmer with the pump fake. That's blocked by Taylor. Good effort there by the Rebels to get back in transition as Ellie Argyle gets the rebound as the Rebels look to push. Peterson, 3-on-3 coming back the other way. Picks up her dribble, finds Pugmire inside. Pugmire shot just off the mark. Good look there from Peterson as the Rebels come back the other way. It's the Bobcats. Palmer picks up her dribble to Allen. They go to Tabitha Henry, her shot airballed as Pugmire tries to lead the attack down the floor. Passes just out of the hands, or out of the reach, of Ellie Argyle. Good hustle from Argyle to try to keep it alive. Ball goes out of bounds. 5:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rebels lead 29-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard, and defense has been the name of the game for the Rebels today, as they already have 20 steals in the ball game. As Engelstead finds Harlan. Harlan's going to carry it up the floor on the left wing where she is nearly trapped. Pirouettes out of the trap. Drops it back off to Engelstead. Engelstead across the timeline. picks up her dribble, finds Harlan. Harlan's shot on the way, no good. Rebounded by Peterson. Peterson picks up her dribble, hands it off to Taylor. That ball nearly rolls around her back as she gets a screen from Argyle. Across the timeline, and the Rebels are setting up the offense with 27 to go on the shot clock. Peterson has the ball, drives left. Step back three on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by Harlan. Harlan goes into Peterson, and Peterson goes down. I'm not even sure if there's contact there, but they're going to call a blocking foul on Harlan. I think that was more about Darlene going down without the contact a little more than it was a block. As they call that foul on Peterson, that's her first of the ball game. Rebels still in the 1-2-2. Pass deflected to the top of the lane, finds Harlan. They go inside, nearly turned over again. We're going to get a foul on the floor before the shot. Tough break there for the Bobcats as they got a good look and laid it in, but there was a foul on the pass that's going to go against Violet Taylor. Violet Taylor's foul saves a bucket there. That's her third foul of the ball game. That's the Rebels' fourth team foul of the half. They go to Harlan on the far wing. Dribbles it around. That's actually Franzen. Franzen tries to go inside. They try to find Harlan again. This time it's picked off by Hannah Scott, her second steal of the game. She finds Taylor, and here comes the Rebels offense. They push it up to Wilson on the right wing. Wilson back to Taylor at the top of the key. She surveys, drives right into the lane. Body contact, shot on the way, no good. Good drive there from Taylor, just unable to finish. Here come the Bobcats the other way, and we're going to get a moving screen called against the Bobcats. That was Engelstead, who did not set her feet on the pick. Dogged effort there from Ellie Argyle, draws the foul. That's a second on Engelstead. Casey Wilson will inbound as this is a Crawford Trough inbounds play, the place to eat and drink. They just go to Taylor up top. Rebels look to set up the offense. Wilson on the right wing. Finds Argyle at the elbow. Argyle, one drive into the lane. Shot on the way, off the rim and out. Good look there from Ellie Argyle. Just could not finish. Here come the Bobcats the other way. They have a 2-on-1 after they break the press. Engelstead tries to find Allen on the other side, and that's good defense there from Hannah Scott to force the miss as she grabs the rebound. Rebels attacking from left to right, come back the other way. They're in their traditional home whites with the blue down the side as they go to Peterson. Peterson, left-hand dribble. She'll pull up on the way. That ball's going to roll around, find the home. Falls in for Peterson. That's her 19th point of the ball game. As the Rebels look to press, they do. Franson picks up her dribble, finds Engelstead. Engelstead across the timeline with the left-handed dribble, and she's going to be trapped. Steps through the trap. Good poise there from Engelstead to break it. They go to Harlan. Harlan's nonchalant pass into the feet of Mallory Henry. Bobcats working around. They got 13 to go on the shot clock. Harlan surveys the floor. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Engelstead, the left hand. They go inside to Mallory Henry. Kick it out to Franzen. Franzen's three on the way, off the rim, just off the court as Engelsted's able to pick the ball up, and she goes up, will be fouled, and will go to the free throw line. As if you heard that buzzer, that was the buzzer for the shot clock. Once again, they're implementing a shot clock in Utah high school basketball, but the shot hit the rim. As long as the ball is out of the shooter's hand before the clock goes off and it hits the rim, the clock will reset, as it did there as Engelstead steps to the free throw line. Her first one on the way, no good, as that foul was called against Hannah Scott. It's her first of the game. Checking in the ball game for the Rebels, number 40, that's Haiti Pugmire. She'll tag out Ellie Argyle. Engelstead back to the free throw line. As it's 31-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Engelsted's second free throw is good. Taylor comes back the other way across the timeline. Rebels look to set up the attack. She drives right, finds Wilson on the right wing. Casey Wilson drives left into a screen. Stops, finds Violet Taylor on the left wing. Go inside to Pugmire. Pugmire with the left hand, no good. Wonderful execution there by the Rebels as they were just unable to score. Wilson gets her fingertips to a pass. Goes up in the air. Bobcats the other way. Engelstead kicks it out. Shot on the way from Mallory Henry. No good. Pulled down by Darlene Peterson. As Peterson finds Taylor. Taylor across the half court. Into the offense. Finds Darlene Peterson on the left wing. Peterson drives left. Picks up her dribble. Goes inside to Pugmire. Pugmire with the left-hand layup off the backboard. No good. Rebound pulled away by Hannah Scott. That was a tremendous rebound. Finds Pugmire, who finishes this time. Give credit to Hannah Scott for the awesome rebound and the great find there as the Rebels set up their defense. They lead 33-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Bobcats break it. It's Harland. Harland to the near side to Henry to Henry inside to Fransden. And Fransden with the fadeaway shot there off the backboard, 4-2. As it's 35-15. Nice shot there from Fransden. Here come the Rebels the other way. Taylor tries to find Wilson, who was cutting as she threw the pass. Tough break there for the Rebels, as they've executed very well today, as Janie Walentine checks in for Casey Wilson. Bobcats across the half-court line. They break the press. Good passing there. They got a player to the middle of the floor that time. They're able to break the press. They want to see more of that from the Bobcats as Walentine is hounding Harlan. Nearly forces the steal as Engelstad gets the catch, steps through. Bobcats drive the lane with a left hand. Floater on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Bobcats with Palmer. Palmer's going to turn, shoot from 15. Good touch there from Lexi Palmer as it's 33-17 as Palmer scores a bucket for the Bobcats. Here come the Rebels back the other way. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Station on Main scoreboard reads 33-17. Taylor drives right, hands it off to Walentine. Walentine with the left hand. And that's tipped away by Harlan. Harlan's out in front of everyone as Walentine chases her down and was able to affect the shot as Harlan's able to finish, though. Good effort from Walentine after the turnover, but here come the Rebels back the other way. Walentine back to Taylor up top. Taylor's going to dribble right hand into the paint to Walentine. Her left-hand dribble across the free throw line. Pulls up from 15 feet. That's going to fall as it bounces out the front rim and down. Friendly roll about 300 miles away from home for Janie Walentine as she picks up her 4th point of the game. Palmer has it on the near side baseline for the Bobcats. And her buzzer beater on the way, no good. And with that, you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life.
In the state where life is elevated.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Rebels lead 33-19 on the Station on Main scoreboard. They get the ball to start the 4th quarter as Taylor across the timeline gets a screen from Pugmire. Nice backdoor cut from Ellie Argyle. Beautiful find from Violet Taylor as Argyle picks up her 4th point of the ball game. Good offense there from the Rebels. They lead 37-19 on the Station on Main scoreboard, as Engelstad's going to be called for a travel as she moved that pivot foot as she tried to fake the pass. Once again, Rebels defense with another turnover forced. As we are in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital 4th quarter. 37-19 with 7:33 to go in the 4th. Taylor crosses over, drives, finds Walentine on the wing. Walentine picks up her dribble, hands it off to Taylor. Rebels look to space it out a little bit as Hannah Scott gets it. She's going to drive right. That's stolen by Harlan. Harlan with a couple steals in the second half. 1-on-2 the other way. She's going to pull it out. Good decision there. Finds Engelstad. Engelstad's going to step into a free throw line jumper. That's going to bounce around the rim, rolls off into the hands of Violet Taylor as Violet Taylor was looking to start the break as Argyle came back to help. Rebels turn it over. Bobcats have the ball. Palmer on the left baseline. Good defense there from Hannah Scott to cut her off. They go inside to Henry. That's going to be short, as I think Argyle, if she didn't block it, she definitely affected the shot. Here comes the Rebels offense as Taylor pushes it to Argyle, who wasn't looking. Good hands there from Ellie Argyle to keep it alive. Back to Taylor. Rebels will set up the offense. Scott on the wing. Goes inside to Wallentyne. Wallentyne walls off a defender. No pun intended. And she's going to draw the foul. As good work from Janie Wallentyne to catch that ball in between two defenders. As we were in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter with 6:38 to go. 37-19 on the Station on Main scoreboards. That foul is on number 14, Fransden. That's her second. Rebels inbound. Crawford Troth inbounds play. Little give and go back to Violet Taylor. Shot on the way, no good, as Pugmire is going to pull that down. Ball did not hit the rim, so the shot clock will not reset. They go inside to Argyle. Good catch in traffic from Ellie Argyle. Just can't get the finish as that ball rolls around and just falls out. Everything went right except for the ball falling to the left into the net as Pugmire picks up a foul. Bobcats inbound. Crossed half court. They're going to throw it up to Palmer. Palmer does a good job catching it. 40-on-40 there as Pugmire guards her. They move it to Engelstead at the top of the key to Harland. Tabitha Henry here. 15-foot shot on the way is good. As 37-21 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 6 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. If you're the Rebels, you've done everything right so far. You got to end it strong. As they go to Argyle, right wing. She drives baseline on the right-hand side. It's going to be poked out of bounds by the good hands of Tabitha Henry. Look, guys, saying if you're the Rebels, you want to finish strong defensively. You have played a fantastic defensive game. 21 points through 3 quarters in about 2 minutes as Argyle fakes the pass and finds Taylor. Taylor goes in, tries to pass it instead. Rebels have 3 players on that side. They find Pugmire as Argyle with an assist. Pugmire finishes off the glass for her second bucket of the game. Trap at the top of the key. Engelstead does a good job to find a teammate. Engelstead gets the ball on the left wing. Goes to Henry. She pump fake. Shot on the way. No good. Might have been deflected. That shot was definitely deflected by Pugmire on the second attempt. Rebels pull the ball down. Taylor's going to push it up the court. Finds Tingy. Tingy one dribble. Finds Taylor at the top of the key. You want to get Tingy into the game, too, as she's had foul trouble all night. And it'd be good to see her get a little bit of an extended run as Peterson fakes the shot. Finds Argyle. 19 to go on the shot clock. Argyle drives left into the paint. Bumped on the shot. Puts up a floater. No good. As that's rebounded by Fransden. Here come the Bobcats the other way with Palmer on the right wing. Picked up by Peterson. Finds Harlan at the top of the key. Harlan's going to go to Engelstead. Engelstead at the top of the key surveys the floor as the Bobcats look to set up. They find Fransden. Her three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound pulled in by Pugmire. Here come the Rebels on the offense as Darlene Peterson tried to find Ellie Argyle just a little late on the pass. I would venture to guess about 3 weeks from now it's going to be a layup for the Rebels. Here come the Bobcats the other way. Find Engelstead. Her 15-footer on the way. No good. Peterson gets the rebound and slows up. She had Argyle in front of everyone. But the Rebels decide to slow it down, and we're going to get a timeout called by head coach Cody Lundgren. As you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 4:17 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels lead.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Mission 1 for the Rebels finished. They lead 39-21 on the Station on Main scoreboard. I'm broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth here at the Sevier Valley Center. Listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As checking into the game for the Rebels, number 4, Wilson, and number 41, Scott. As Tingy will get us in play with the Crawford Troth Inbounds play goes to Wilson. Wilson's at the top of the key, standing on the Sevier Valley Center S. We'll start the offense with 23 seconds to go in the shot clock. Wilson has a defender hounding her, and she's going to draw the foul as Casey Wilson drives left, is pushed. Nearly takes out the official, as that foul will be charged to number 10. That's Harlan. That's her second. Team fourth. Hannah Scott will initiate the Crawford-Troth inbounds play. Finds Peterson on the left corner. Back inside to Scott. Scott with the strength nearly pulls that one away for a layup. As Hannah Scott's done a very good job walling off defenders today in the post, as Taylor will initiate this Crawford-Troth inbounds play. Going to reset the shot clock to 35 seconds. As the Rebels are moving around quite a bit before the play. They find Scott. Her 15-foot shot on the way is good. As the Rebels execute, Hannah Scott buries the 15-foot jump shot. Smooth play puts the Rebels up 20 points as the Bobcats across half court. Rebels are not pressing at the moment. They lead by 20. They're going to play half court man-to-man defense as they go to the right wing. Skip pass to Engelstad on the far side. She surveys. Down low to Allen. Allen, they move it to Engelstad. Engelstad's free throw line jumper on the way, off to the left. Casey Wilson pulls the rebound down. She's going to lead the charge down the right wing. She slows up. Wise move there as the Rebels had three offensive players versus 5 defenders. As Violet Taylor will survey the floor, set up the offense. Tingy on the right wing. Scott sets a screen for Tingy. Darlene Peterson has it. They go inside to Scott. Scott turns, fires. It's good. Hannah Scott picks up her 8th point of the ball game. As the Bobcats come back the other way. It's Harland up top to Engelstad. Engelstad with the left-hand drive into the lane. Nice find there from Engelstad. She finds Henry. Henry's able to bury it. 43-23 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels come back the other way. As we were trying to fix our camera, we've had quite a few technical difficulties tonight as Taylor across the timeline. Finds Wilson on the right wing. Wilson inside to Scott. Scott's 15-footer on the way. No good, just short. As here come the Bobcats the other way, it's Harland. Harland stops at the right wing 3-point line to Engelstad. They work it across. It's Henry. Henry off-balance floater, no good. Had her hands on the rebound, but it's tipped away. Looked like Peterson got her hands to that ball. As Violet Taylor's going to walk it up the court. 2:15 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Taylor finds Tingy on the left wing. Tingy surveys, drives right. Jump stops at the top of the key. Hands it off to Hannah Scott. Scott finds Taylor. Taylor gets a pick from Scott, finds Tingy on the left wing. Tingy with the dribble handoff to Violet Taylor. Wilson, her 15-foot jumper on the way off the rim. No good. Rebound hauled in by Engelstad. As Engelstad will lead the attack down the left wing. Cuts back to the middle of the floor. Euro step in the lane. That was a great move. $1 million move. Just could not finish it off as Engelstad bounced it off the backboard. Rebels rebound. Come back the other way. It's Violet Taylor. It's 43-23 on the Station on Main scoreboard. With 1:33 left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Taylor finds Wilson to top the key. Wilson thought about the shot. Instead goes to Tingy. They go inside. Hannah Scott has her defender back down. Off the glass. No good. Scott gets the rebound. Fades away. This time it's good. As Hannah Scott slowly but surely, quietly, has put herself into double digits with 10 points. Bobcats come back the other way. They're attacking right to left. They're in their road black uniforms with the blue script Panguitch across it as they go inside. Tipped away by Darlene Peterson. She's been a menace defensively all night. And we are going to get timeout called by head coach of the Rebels, Cody Lundgren. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball, 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Remember, the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We are in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, fourth quarter, 55 seconds left to go, as it looks like the Rebels are going to polish off an opening season win, as it's Cass Argyle into the game. She crosses over, finds Tingy at the top of the key. They go to Wallentine. Wallentine is going to dribble left as the Rebels bench is in the game. As they go near side, that's Cass Argyle on the shot, off the back rim, no good. And here come the Bobcats the other way with Henry. She crosses over. Her pass attempt off the hands, Engelstead. What a find there that was underneath the Henry. Good find. I think that was Henry to Henry there. As the Rebels give up 2 more points, 45-25 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As it is Cass Argyle tries to find Wallentine. Wallentine has at the top the key, finds Tingy. They go inside. 21 is Cassie Argyle, so there's Cass Argyle and Cassie Argyle on the floor as the buzzer goes off on the Rich Rebels opening game victory, as they've looked incredible today. Defense dominated as the Rebels win by 20 points over the Bobcats, 45-25. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Well, welcome into the Rich Rebel postgame show as we are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth here at the Sevier Valley Center in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. And what a start to the season that was for the Rebels. They take care of the Bobcats, 45-25. Nice 20-point victory to start the season as defense dominates the day. As we go to our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, as it is 12-5 Rebels after one. As we don't have the scores after one, we have math. So you guys are going to get a treat. You're going to listen to me struggle with math as the Rebels led 25-8 after 2 quarters of play heading into the third quarter. The Bobcats actually outscored the Rebels 11-10. But the Rebels still led 35-19. Rebels outscored the Bobcats in the fourth quarter 10-6 to take the game 45-25. As that was a very impressive victory for Coach Lundgren's team, as their defense was dominant, and I think that press really set the tone as Darlene Peterson was able to snag a couple of steals right off the bat and was able to get herself a couple easy buckets and got going from the field as she finishes the game 8 for 17, 3 of 10 from three-point land with a total of 19 points. I had to correct myself as Hannah Scott finished with 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Janie Wallentine had 4, and she was 2 for 2 from the field. Interesting note about Hannah Scott coming into the game today, As coming into the game, she had 5 games played last year with 100% field goal percentage. She was 1 for 1 last year. Give her a career 5 for 9 shooting percentage. That's pretty good. As Wallenstein finishes with 4. Casey Wilson had 4. Haiti Pugmire had 4 as well. Violet Taylor with 4. Ellie Argyle 4. And Tylee Tingy rounds out the scoring with 2. As the Rebels were very, very balanced in their attack today. That was one of the more impressive things about it is Darlene Peterson, she dominated the first half with 17 points, but the Rebels were still able to put up points in the second half, even though Peterson only had 2 in the second. And that has been your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Stop in by Jimmy John's tomorrow and get yourself a fresh sub where fresh meets fast. 113 Front Street in Evanston. We're going to go. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're in the Rich Rebels postgame show, which, when we come back, we'll have our player of the game.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It is time for the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, Precision Family Dentistry at affordable prices. Call Dr. McKay Frankum today to set up an appointment. And our Precision Play of the Game is going to go to the combination of Casey Wilson and Ellie Argyle, as Ellie Argyle with a tremendous backdoor cut and Casey Wilson with a beautiful pocket pass threads the needle, finds Argyle with the layup. And that is our Precision Play of the Game, as there was so many to pick from for the Rebels, as they were very, very good tonight against a very game Panguitch team, which, ironically enough, we're at the Sevier Valley Center, and Rich versus Panguitch, I know all 5 of the starters and a couple of the bench players were definitely on the volleyball team. So the Rich Rebels get it done over the Bobcats again. As we talked about earlier in the pregame show, that the Rebels did graduate a lot of their scoring, as a lot of seniors left the program due to graduation. But the seniors today really stepped up, as Darlene Peterson, of course, 17 points in the first half, off to a tremendous start for the season. Last year she averaged 6 a game. Now she's averaging 19 a game. That's a good start. But one other senior I want to talk about is Ellie Argyle, who finished the game with 4 steals. Those all came in the first half. She had a block as well. Argyle was tremendous defensively. And Tylee Tingy, another senior, unfortunately she was not really able to get going. She had foul trouble. But she was able to get into the flow of the game in the fourth quarter, and I think that's going to help the Rebels going forward, as they have a tough matchup with Paiute tomorrow. As that was our precision play of the game, we're going to go to our player of the game, and I think this one's pretty easy, as Darlene Peterson with 19 total points, 3 assists, and 4 steals, as she is going to be our player of the game. She's actually going to be our LSR refrigerated player of the game, as unfortunately you can't see it, but the LSR refrigerated graphic was in the black bleachers. So LSR refrigerated player of the game goes to Darlene Peterson, as she finishes with 19 points, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. She played a phenomenal game today. And when we come back, we'll have a calendar update for you on the Rich Rebel postgame show. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Once again, that player of the game is brought to you by LSR Refrigerated.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As it is time for a calendar update, as once again the Rebels take care of the Bobcats 45-25 on the Station on Main scoreboard. And the calendar update is real simple. We'll be back here tomorrow as the Rich Rebels will take on the Paiute Thunderbirds, who are playing right now on the court. They're taking on the Tabiona Tigers. As the Rebels win Game 1, they are now 1-0, 45-25. I'm Aaron Poling. I want to thank you for listening and enjoying a wonderful broadcast. It wasn't that wonderful. I actually screwed a lot of things up. But it's basketball season. Basketball season underway, and I love basketball personally. This is so much fun. And none of this is possible without any of our sponsors. So I just want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. It was a little helter-skelter broadcast, so I wasn't maybe able to get all of them in. Free throws were brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. All timeouts were brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. Let Brian be your IT guy. Bear Lake Realty, the most experienced and highest volume realtor in Bear Lake and Bear Lake Valley. Call Gary McKee at 435-946-8888 or visit bearlakerealty.com. Steals are brought to you by the Rich County Government. Rebels with a champion cause as the Rebels pull down 15 Rich County Government steals. 3-point shots are brought to you by T7 Propane and Woodruff. Rebels finish with 3 of those, as the Bobcats, interestingly enough, did not hit a 3 in the whole game. Inbounds plays are brought to you by the Crawford Trough, the place to eat and drink. Mound Valley Cattle Company jump balls, and the fan cam, which unfortunately we didn't get a chance to get to today, as we'll get to that. We'll have that for you guys tomorrow. That is also brought to you by Gary McKee in Garden City. As that'll do it for us here, as they're about to tip off in the final game of the night here at the Sevier Valley Center. It's been a lot of fun all day. And for now, I'm Aaron Poling, your voice of the Rich Rebels. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back at 3 o'clock tomorrow with more Rich Rebel basketball.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.